me try to pull up something. Okay, can I actually... Yes. So you can copy from Firefox or Chrome and paste straight into here, and it'll look like that. That can get kind of nutty. Uh, I don't need anything like that unless it's an alternative racial trait. If you have class abilities that are like archetypes outside of your main class, add that here. So this guy is an unbreakable fighter. He gets endurance. Like so. That's nothing major, but if you are pulling in, you know, archetype stuff for your class or racial bonuses, add that here so I know what's going on. I don't need you to add this here unless you are, you know, doing weird stuff to get extras. Uh, you should be fine. Generally, you're gonna pay a fee for like exotic weapons, so that would list up here. I'm fine with that. Inventory. This can be a pain in the butt. So you hit the red button, and you can add an item, and you just hit X to close. Beats to close. Let's go to items. Items has all sorts of stuff. So if we go to Pathfinder magic items up here on this bar, you can then sort or just scroll by page, or you can select type. Let's go to ring. You can do ring of sustenance and drag right onto the page. Again, it won't have everything, but it'll make your life easier inputting data if you can find it in here. And then just, if you want regular items, all, you just delete. I don't know why it's getting laggy on me. Okay. And I don't know why it's basic rules. There we go. So, if you've got, I don't know if they actually have kits. No, they didn't add kits. This is rather limited in the options, but like if you've got a healer's kit, that's good to know. If you've got a gnome hook hammer, which you guys won't because you aren't gnomes, but I can add this to here and it'll give you the weight, it'll give you the tooltip where you can pull up information and stuff, and then you can fill in, where's my armor? Chain shirt. Chain shirt's fine. It'll auto calc your spell failure and stuff if you drag it this way. And 25, 6, 32 weight. It should be calculating that. I don't know why it hasn't given me this when I've input strength. That's odd. Treasure, I just platinum pieces, gold pieces, silver pieces, copper pieces, and that should cover anything. So if you only have gold, you don't need to worry about that. But that's just how I set it up because of the 4 denominations most DMs use. And then if you have random, like ruby, that's what that's for. Notes, languages, add language, common, gnome. You male, enter age. know how old gnomes get. Height 3 foot 4 inches. Weight 54 pounds. Size small. Neutral. Appearance, if you want to put that in, I have that on your character sheet. Notes, just a place for you to keep notes or for me to leave notes for you in the event I needed to run without you with one of your teammates. They or I can leave you a note here. That's a good place to just stuff things. Now that I've dragged my gnome hook hammer into inventory, it'll put this here under weapons, which is neat. Because the gnome hooked hammer can be used in multiple ways, it'll give me options. And this is kind of a complex. You can roll from this page. You can switch combat maneuver, melee, ranged, etc. here. And if it's ranged, you can give it range. Say for a light crossbow is 80. Ammo, you can put in how much ammo you have. Here is your damage, and you want to tag it bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and you have to actually write the word out here, and that's important for how Fantasy Grounds handles damage. But when you drag it over, it'll give you the information. If you type it in, it won't. And it can be a pain to use this button here to tell it things like critical rating. It's easiest if you can pull a weapon on here. If not, you need to build it and just type it in. Let's say I want to add a weapon. Great bow. Switch. 120 feet. 20 weapon. 20. And it'll give you boxes that you can check off for ammo, which is really neat. That should be great bow, has dice, and you'll notice like it's a pain to create entries sometimes. There's dice down here at the bottom. 1d4, 1d6, 1d8, 1d10. So the great bow does 1d10 at at medium size. We'll pretend this guy's medium. That'll do 1d10 plus a multiple of ability bonus. 1 strength, and then let's say it's a +1 composite rating 1 bow for this guy's 13 strength. So I would add +1 here for the +1 enhancement bonus, and then type piercing. We are going to switch it to Dex, and if you have weapon focus and a +1 magic bonus from enhancement, you add 2 here. Properties, composite, +1, and that should be everything. So now I can, let me clear this off. I can roll here. That's a 1d20 +6, and then I can click here and roll here, and it will roll damage. And it should auto-calculate crits. If you need to add a spell class, you right-click here, add spell class, and the first thing I do is I ignore what it says here, and I click to Scion, and then I type in Wizard. Type in cast level, let's say a 5th level Wizard, and you hover here, and it'll say PowerPoint Max, PowerPoints used. So let's say this guy has 35 PowerPoints max. you don't